Hey everybody, welcome back to Reach Out Reptiles. My name is Garrett Hartle, and in this week's video, I kind of just want to give you a State of the Union shop tour. So this place has been an evolution ever since the beginning, and we are maxed out after this 2020 season. I mean, we're absolutely maxed out. So I'm kind of thinking that at this point, this is basically the best this shop is ever going to become. And then we're going to have to go get a new shop or something. So I figured I would show you the best of the old shop, and we could capture it in our little time capsule so that you can watch us grow and change. How's that sound? Have you guys ever seen what it looks like from the other side of the door? This is very official. Welcome to Reach Out Reptile. Very official. Old logo, don't look at that anymore because the new logo is now the rebrand. But I think the big thing when you come in is actually this room. When I started, everything was crammed in that room. If you guys go back and watch my old YouTube videos, you can see how this whole desk setup and everything was actually crammed into that room, and I had everything over there. And this was like family storage stuff. So as we began to grow, we needed more and more space for the animals. I kind of got kicked out here, and we moved a lot of the stuff that we did. This was my original desk from here to here, and you can see it was literally built out of pallets. I still got some lunch on there and some of the new swag and stuff we're testing. But my bookshelf, which is pretty empty these days after the charity auction that we did, and this was my original desk. So I found an old fallen down barn with some super cool rafters, and we had burnt an old upright piano. I thought that metal thing looked pretty cool, so we went ahead and enlarged the desk a little bit because I just have so much more business going on. We actually have an office manager at this point too, so giving her the space that she needs. And we rolled our little table in. We can work on the laptop like when Aiden is here and getting you guys some of that like behind the scenes content. He's got a workstation there. We just worked with what we had. You know, I mean, I like this office space. When we did move over here, this same barn, roof panels, made great wall lining. These stairs actually go up to our house, but I had to steal the storage area behind the stairs. I don't know if you guys can see this. But we actually went to great lengths to like rip a bunch of pallets and line everything with that nice wood. I mean, you guys remember the old sticker collection? From all of you guys that send your stickers out, that's where they go. It's getting pretty filled here now. I had a few extra shelves from this storage unit over here that utilizes these wire style shelves, and they're really beefy. I found that they were perfect with a couple of little S-hooks to throw the baskets from our trade show display up here. So now all the new merch and swag that we have some old logo stuff, the new logo stuff, you know, whatever variety of things that got the hats, shirts, stickers, everything in the old coffee cans. You know, everyone asks me what's up with the coffee cans. I just drink a lot of coffee and then I have the containers left over, so I use them. Same thing with everything. Ammo cans make for great shelves in a pinch. I've got magnets everywhere. So some of the typical stuff, you know, you got to have a Leatherman tool. There's always something there. Razor blade always within reach. I got a couple of quick LED flashlights for looking at stuff, different drill bits. Oh, guys, with the phone calls. Hold on there, buddy. I've got magnet storage everywhere, so I can take things like, you know, I'm always using the razor knives and stuff. So having just a nice magnet bar right here makes those easy to store, as well as a tape measure. We're still DIYing quite a bit of stuff around here, always making those little tweaks and changes. So having that stuff there. One of the shelves, I actually grabbed some stuff from garage sales and stuff, just getting these old. This is actually a bin with from an old auto mechanic store, and used one of the old wire shelves to just set ourselves up, get this up off of the floor for our boxes and everything for storage. And you know, one thing, as I'm building this stuff, obviously it's pretty involved to do this kind of stuff, even like with old license plates and you know, I don't know, all kinds of different things that I find to stash in here. My wife's always asking, like, why do you need your office space to look so good? First thing is, this thing it's basically a movie set. You know, if I turn this on and I sit right here and I say, my name's Garrett Hartle, welcome back to Reach Out Reptiles, I'm right here. I'm in the element. Everything's good. If you swing the camera around, you actually see like a bunch of just crazy storage. Old business cards. There's some snake bags, a whole bunch of foam for the shipping boxes. I don't know. I've got a roll of cocoa fiber there. A whole bunch of just random stuff from Zilla. You know, some of the art and things that I have yet to hang up. Bunch of crap. Got the freezer. You know, I found this old piece of metal, drilled a couple holes in it, and put a couple screws in this old freezer, which was very ugly until I spray painted it black. Now it's black and ugly. But, you know, this is actually where I take all those fancy pictures for the snakes. You know, I'll just throw that on there, crack this door open to get some good natural light, lay the baby snake out, and bada bing, bada boom. Now that Jessica's working for us as our office manager, she's done a great job in organizing all of this kind of swag thing. And at this point, the shop is small. It's really multi-purpose. So the way that we have everything set up, like back in here is actually our laundry room. No, you're not going to film that one. Ashley will never forgive me. I hung this big metal sign just from the rafters very simply. Look at this. Just as an example of ridiculous things that I used twice, we got our 50 cal ammo cans as shelves. We didn't need the lids on those, but the lids make a it's just a great little magnetic anchor point for the security cameras in the shop. So we grabbed the lid, screwed it into the rafter, stuck the camera on, good to go. One man's junk is another man's treasure, right? So this big shop sign is part of our trade show booth, which we have to store somewhere anyways. So by throwing it in this way, you've got that little mall bathroom effect where I can kind of walk around. So it's free and easy for me to run upstairs and be with the family, or I can just instantly be down here shooting from there, and you don't know that there's a laundry room right there. You guys might remember when we built this, just again using pipe parts and stuff, but I have all kinds of tape and stickers, things that I need. I had an old leather tool belt around that I just never used, so that's great for some pocket storage. Yeah, Rob is cleaning in here. This is, I don't know, can you get a sweeping shot of the shop? This is Rob's idea of cleaning. Rob Roush is you know, in charge of managing, making sure that this shop always looks top notch for whenever we would, on the cusp, film a video. So give us a big thumbs up, a like, hit that notification bell to let Rob know that you really appreciate the state that he leaves my my shop in here. So we're a little bit crowded right now because we have some funky stuff going on. This is our Freedom Breeder prototype arboreal rack that we're testing. It's very much a prototype. I haven't even gone over this in a video yet, but when we get a little bit closer, I think that this is something that's going to revolutionize. I'm sure that you will see now versions of this kind of thing popping up, you know, people DIYing that stuff. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby racks all lined up along this wall now. And we're testing out these new Freedom Breeder, you know, the tiny tubs here. They're pretty cool. The homeboy wanted the little comfy spot to sit. Look at him. He's got this little thing all wadded up there. But these are pretty cool because they have the water dish in them. They're pre-ventilated and everything. They're a little bit narrow, but they wanted me to let them know what they think on these too, because they've got a few more sizes coming out. So that's going to be really cool for those of you guys that are, I mean, you can build your own rack, but having the quality tubs really saves you time. We've got our paper and stuff up top over here. This is our substrate for the big guys. It's a really heavy duty, I believe it's 60-pound dimpled craft. We just get this stuff from Uline. Ed Villardo from CNC Reptiles makes a really cool non-toxic paper product for a substrate. It's almost halfway between paper and like coconut substrate. That's really great. This was another prototype cage. Sometimes what we're doing is testing the proportions. So this cage, if you'll notice, is a lot more cube in shape than flat. And this is what we're going to with Freedom Breeder. So this is actually one that was, Scaletopia made this for us. And boy, what a pain in the butt I was as a customer to get this like custom stuff done. But it turned out really good. It's really nice. Everyone always asks about the paper on here. These are, you know, this cage I had some wild caught retics. These ones are captive bred. Rob with the immaculately clean cage at any moment. Disregard the poo and no water. Oh gosh. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell for Rob. He's doing a great job. But anyways, this was the prototype to test kind of proportions and stuff, and which size animals would go in which cages, and just start running tests on like their body structure and strength. We're trying to get good muscle tone built. So a lot of the sold animals are starting to go in there. A lot of the sold animals are, I mean, this is a whole Freedom Breeder rack full of stuff that's sold, waiting to ship for the COVID-19 thing to run down. And then over on this side, this is where I used to have all my desks, and I had a couple little baby racks, and I had the adult cages over here. As you can see now, it's like all grow up animals. Boy, if any of you guys are ever ordering Freedom Breeders, I've been such a pain for them. I've made them make me custom ventilation. Like there's so many ways you can configure their stuff. No, this video is not sponsored by them, but they should. But I will say these shelves that they do, boy, I would put that on every single rack I buy from now on. It's cool to have one, and I figured that would be enough because it's always within arm's reach. But you want to be able to like open this one to work on that rack and stuff. So for me, a lot of it is just workflow and the ease of use. Especially, this is obviously like a confined area that we're working in. You can see the slick new logo banner that was given to us by Stewart Design, the guys who did our rebrand. They did a great job with that.
Hold up. I think it's time to listen to Mrs. Reach Out Reptiles now. From somebody who's had to worry about making Garrett look good for the last 10 years, I'm so glad we found Stewart Design. He can barely remember to put pants on when he walks out the door. So now I know that if he's wearing pants, he has these in his wallet. Passing out business cards is one of the most affordable ways we're able to share our company to other people, and I know Garrett hands out hundreds of these all the time. Blake can set up all your cards design. Check out these copper foiled stamp ones. Those are pretty cool. He can print cards with UV gloss, rounded corners, and even ultra thick cards. For really unique cards, go for plastic or these really cool copper etched metal cards. These are like, what, 12 pennies? If you need some business cards, hit up Blake at this email. And now, back to the show.
And then these cages are actually, it's a little bit harder to tell, but these are similar proportions to that test cage. I've got two built into one. So basically like a 4 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot high cage. And that's kind of the direction that I think that we're going to go with the Dwarf and Super Dwarf Retics. It gives them a lot more room to hang out. They are always up there. So a lot of these grow up tubs are probably going to end up being replaced, while we do have some of our, you know, like these are a lot of our smaller locality breedable animals that are living in these tubs. These guys definitely need to have the height. Absolutely, 100% for sure. What we do with the males, a lot of times they get rotated out and we'll breed in the arboreal cages and stuff like that. Then we move the females back over here to lay eggs. But eventually, I mean, everyone's just going to have the right size cage. See, look at this. Rob's got his work cut out for him on there. Comment below about what a terrible husbandry keeper I am in the comment section. And then I'll know that I should always clean and make everything look polished and everything for the internet. But if you guys want to see what it's actually like behind the scenes sometimes, then just shoot me a thumbs up and say, hey, Rob's doing a great job. You know, poop on. So that was basically it. I mean, we have, you know, we clad with the wood, and we've got our blacked out drywall and everything for the ceiling. I don't know how well you can see it, but I've got a whole power strip set up right here, just tucked up underneath for guys like Rob, so that wherever he's at in the shop, I've got a power strip right here, power strip right here, maybe 18 plugs or something. I've got another one up on top, right above the garage door, that you can see we pull some power from over there. The window here allows us to get fresh air and everything during the week and stuff as we're doing. Again, just simple solutions for everything. Another piece of pipe serves for a great paper towel holder. You know, everything being on magnets and metal means you've got lighting wherever you need it. There's actually a lot of little things that are tucked in together. One of the things that we're going to change is we're going to start moving baby racks over here and some of our adults over here, because we have this window, the natural day-night cycles. There's a little bit more of a draft if I open that up coming through this room, and I think those natural cues really help the adult breeders to understand what's going on from a day-to-day basis. At the end of the day, I mean, you know, this is where it all started. This is where it all began. It's been amazing to me, you know, the growth that we've seen. When I first started this, it was like the grand experiment. I just kept going week by week and expecting not to be able to pay myself a paycheck, and it didn't happen. And that's mostly thanks to you guys. So our YouTube following, all of you guys out there that do all the hard work of like supporting us with the purchases of the swag, that's like the bread and butter in between the off season, the way that you guys like and share and help out with the content to get the information out there and everything, has been critical. I mean, the shop is nice. The facilities are cool. We've shown a lot of snakes. I'm sure you guys want to see some snakes. We should probably do a little cut. I hope you enjoyed this little kind of behind the scenes video. Definitely get on Rob Roush about cleaning this place up. From now on, I promise that we'll polish the turds before we show them on YouTube the way you're supposed to. You guys take it easy. We will catch you next time. Electrical power strips.
You're running into things.